Family in Worthing, though, started 2007 with a very unwelcome bang. A bolt of lightning struck their house, dislodging the roof and destroying the first floor. Well, Danielle Glavin is there for us this lunchtime. Danielle.
Well, the storm only lasted about 30 minutes, but we have some pictures which show how severe it was. Now, two viewers sent us in some images. Ian Hughes and Ray Heffer both managed to catch the lightning on camera. Now, the house here today doesn't look too bad from the outside, but when one lightning bolt struck, the roof actually lifted up and then came crashing back down, causing terrible structural damage. But somehow, no one was injured. Firefighters say the storm came at the right time. The beds were empty, the family of 6 downstairs, out of reach of the rubble and the explosion.
There were 6 people in the building at the time, but miraculously they all walked away from it without any injuries whatsoever, which is incredible really, considering the scene of devastation on the first floor in particular.
The strike travelled through bricks to the neighbouring house, blowing out all of the electrics.
It was a horrendous great bang, something more than a firecracker. It was like the best firework display if there was one ever, and the whole house shook. The lights went out.
The explosion also punctured a gas pipe and damaged 5 houses in total, but somehow no one was injured. Well, this house is now uninhabitable. The structural damage is just too bad, it's unsafe. Now, the family of 6 have been here this morning collecting a few items, but they're too shaken up by this to speak on camera. Now, the fire brigade told me that over the last 18 months they've seen more and more lightning strikes, but this one here is by far one of the worst. Back to you.
An absolute miracle, the words of a senior West Sussex fire officer after 6 people escaped from a house hit by a bolt of lightning.
Yes, the force of the blast was so great the roof was lifted off and then dropped back onto the walls of one of the homes in Woodlands Avenue in the village of Rustington near Littlehampton.
Electricity sockets were blown across the rooms and the neighbours thought a bomb had gone off. The full story now from Hugh Kirby.
Building inspectors survey damage on the outside. This is what they'll find when they walk through the front door. Total devastation, caused by a single bolt of lightning, millions of volts.
I've been in the fire service for 20 years and this is by far the worst case of a lightning strike on a premises that I've ever seen. The electric sockets were blown out of the wall, the ceilings came down, the roof actually lifted and dropped back down onto the structure of the premises, causing the severe damage to the upper floors.
This is the worst of 5 properties hit in as many minutes, all within 200 metres of each other. Neighbours thought it was a bomb.
Suddenly there was just the most almighty bang and the house shook and the TV went off and we just didn't know. We thought we'd been hit, actually, because it was just so tremendous, the noise.
The 6 occupants are too upset to talk today.
Fire officers believe the bolt of lightning either jumped from this tree to the roof or from the roof to the tree. Either way, it stripped the bark away as the power surged down the trunk, finally earthing itself into the ground.
I think it's almost miraculous that they'd come out completely unscathed. There were 6 occupiers in the premises at the time, and the fact that they walked away totally unscathed I think is well, nothing short of miraculous.
Fire officers have been told not to move anything on the first floor. There is a real risk the whole building could collapse. Hugh Kirby in Rustington for Meridian Tonight.